Good evening, all. Today we're going to discuss energy stored in a capacitor or a spherical capacitor. Of course, the energy is nothing but electrical energy. So first, let me take a spherical capacitor of radius r. To bring the total charge q. Q is the total charge it can store. So to bring from infinity to this capacitor, work is done by us stored in the form of potential energy. So we want to bring from infinity. So from infinity we have to bring. So total charge means we cannot bring the total charge at a time. So what we'll do is we'll take slowly some charge. There's nothing but a q small charge we'll be bringing from infinity to this spherical capacitor. Let us take a q. After bringing some q or so initially there is no potential, there is no charge. So when I bring some charge q, some potential will be developed. So we want to bring the total charge q. So work to be done. So let me take dq is the small charge which I am bringing from infinity to this given point. Hope it is clear here. Infinity to the point. So infinity is nothing but initial point. This on the surface is the final points. Infinity is initial points, and here the final point is f. Okay. Now to continue with this, we know that the potential on the surface. So whenever there is a charge, then there will be a potential. Some potential will be developed. So potential on this particular sphere, potential on the sphere V is equals to KQ divided by R. KQ divided by R. This is nothing but total potential, right? KQ divided by R. But Q is nothing but initially it is not a capital Q. How much it is? Small q. So this is nothing but small q is the potential. Why I'm taking potential? Because capacitor work done we want. Capacitance formula is C is equals to Q by V, right? Fine. So we want to do some work. This is nothing but work done. Small work is done. This is we are calling it as external work done by its external work. Now to calculate external work, according to the definition of potential, we can write dW is equal to our work done is equals to our potential is equal to work done to bring the small charge from infinity to the given points. So now work done dW is equals to V into dQ. So we are bringing a charge that is nothing but from infinity, that nothing but external work done to bring from where to where? Infinity to the given points. So we are bringing from infinity to point P. Let us take it as point P. Here let me take it is point P is equals to V into dq. So now I want the total charge. Now first what I'll do, potential due to transfer of small charge q is V, it is there. Now work done dW is equals to work done equal to V I'll directly substitute there, KQ divided by R, KQ divided by R into dq, right? Okay, this is the small work done to bring the charge from infinity to the given points. Now what we'll do, we'll integrate on both sides to get a total work done. Is it clear? Total work done. Then this integral of dw is w, of course. Here integral of kq by r. So from where to where I have to integrate? See, already small charge is there. We want to bring the total charge. From where I can bring? Initially it is 0. So 0 to maximum of charge q. That is 0 to capital Q. That's all. Now integration of dw is nothing but w equals to, here when you carefully observe, k by r is a constant, r is the radius, k is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So what is changing here? What is changing means q is changing, q into dq, q into dq. This is 0 to capital Q. Now you can integrate it. Now w is equals to kq divided by r. Integration of, what I can say, integration of dq is nothing but q square by 2. So this is a q square by 2, applying limits 0 to q. Hope it is clear. Now w is equals to k by r, k divided by r, applying upper limit minus lower limit, q square divided by 2 minus 0. So now what I can get here, w is equals to k q square. Okay, so q square divided by 2 into r, here into k it is there. Is it clear, all of you? Work done. Yes, till this points, everybody clear? Hope so. Fine. Now normally this work done, this work done stores in the form of, how it will stores the work, this work done, the above work done, let me take it as equation number 1. So equation number 1 represents work done. It is representing work done, work done, fine, by external agents, by external agents, by external agent, is stored in the form of, it is stored in the form of potential energy, is stored in the form of potential energy. So this we are going to calculate potential energy of capacitor, which is nothing but we can also say electrical energy capacitor, right? Hope it is clear till this point. Now we already know that according to the definition of work done by the external agents. So according to the definition of work done by the external agents, so work done by external agents, work done by external agent is equal to delta U, or delta U can be written as now delta U is equals to a final minus initial. Am I right? Final minus initial. So delta U is equals to, again final means you can keep it as U minus this nothing but infinity. So potential at infinity is what? 0. Now I can write W, which is equals to U equals to what I got, Q square K by Q square K by, right, Q square K, that is K by, we can write that 2R, right? So 2R, right? So this is nothing but a potential energy. Potential energy which is in the form of work done. So I can write now here, this is nothing but potential energy. So whatever we are doing work to bring the charge is stored in the form of potential energy, which nothing but U is equal to Q square K divided by 2R. This is nothing but 2R. Hope it is clear. This is nothing but 2R. This is 2R, right? But we know that K can be written as now K is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 by 4 pi. Simply substitute that one. If I substitute U is equals to Q square, Q square K, instead of K 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2R. Now simply U is equals to U equal to Q square divided by 4 into 2 8 pi epsilon naught into R. So here this is nothing but energy, potential energy stored in the capacitor. So in terms of, is it clear this one? Yes, no. Okay, in terms of capacitance, if I want the same equation in terms of in terms of in terms of capacitance, if I want in terms of capacitance, how I can write in terms of capacitance? Can anybody tell? See, spherical capacitor, if I take spherical capacitor formula, see this is nothing but a spherical capacitor of radius r. Already we calculated formula for spherical capacitance, right? So spherical capacitance formula क्या है बोलिए? C is equals to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. So simply take this and substitute there. So I can write now U is equals to, is it fine? U is equals to, right? So the above equation can be written as U is equals to Q square divided by, I will write a 2 into 4 pi epsilon naught into R. See 4 pi epsilon naught into R can be written as what? C, capacitance. So if I substitute here, I can get the equation Q square divided by 2C. This is in the form of potential energy stored in the capacitor, or energy stored in the capacitor or spherical capacitor in terms of C. This is applicable for a capacitor. That's nothing but U is equal to Q square by 2C. Hope it is clear this one. 2 is equal to Q square by 2C. So this is equation number 1 we can make. So first equation is this one, number 1. Next, in terms of capacitance, number 2, this is number 3. So can we get any other equation? Let us see. We can obtain even in a different forms. So C is equal to Q by V. If I take C is equal to Q by V, or I can write Q is equal to CV. If I substitute in the above equation, U is equals to CV, that is instead of Q, I'll be substituting CV. So C square V square divided by 2C. So CC will get cancelled. So what I can obtain here, 1 by 2 CV square, 1 by 2 CV square, or U is equals to U equal to half CV square, U equal to half CV square, right? This is one more equation. You can take this is equation number 3. Hope it is clear, right? Next, after that third equation completed, see how many different forms of equations we are obtaining. You can see U is equal to Q square by 8 pi epsilon R. Second equation, U is equal to Q square by 2C. Third equation, U is equal to half CV square, right? One more equation, can I write like this? Let me write. See here, I can even write U is equals to half CV into V, am I right? So CV can be written as Q. So even we can write this equation half into Q into V. That's all. Hope it is clear. So we got now total 3 equations. We got 4 equations. These are the 4 equations. Fourth equation. Hope it is clear. These are the different forms of equations of potential energy. So whenever we require, according to the problem, okay, according to the given data, we'll be using these formulas, right? Energies. If I write all energies together, you can see here. First one, number 1, I'll write a U is equals to Q square divided by 8 pi epsilon naught into R. And the second equation, number 2, U is equals to, right? So it is becoming very big. So let me clear this one. So we'll write here. So U is equal to first equation, U equal to, right? U you can see here. First equation, Q square by 8 pi epsilon R. Q square divided by 8 pi epsilon into R. First energy U1 will take. Next U2 equals to second energy. Let me take a second energy here. U2 Q square by 2C. Q square by 2C. Third energy U3. If I take half CV square, and finally U4 equals to half CV, half Q into V. Is it clear, all of you? Yes, no, boliye. Yes, all of you. So this is about the spherical capacitor. So yesterday and today we discussed about spherical capacitor. These are what energy stored in spherical capacitor. Even the same thing will derive for different capacitors also. 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Hope it is clear till this point, right? So there's nothing but fourth one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, all of you. Is it clear? Anybody, any doubts till this point? Anybody? So already we discussed the drawbacks in the last class. What are the drawbacks of spherical capacitors? So drawback is we'll get very low capacitance and energy is distributed. So drawback, if I take, what are the drawbacks? Okay, very low capacitance, right? Very low capacitance. Yes, and if I take this is a spherical capacitor, all charges will be distributed on the surface of the, right? Yeah, that is also one of the reason corona discharge. So this is nothing but radius r. So energy is distributed so infinite distance, right? Energy is not bounded here. Energy not bounded. Energy not bounded. Not bounded, right? Energy not bounded, and energy is distributed from radius to infinity. So what we require is bounded energy we require. So if I take R is equals to 1 meter, even though, then capacitance I can obtain 1.1 into 10 to the power of minus 10 farads. So very less we are getting, very less. So this is the drawback in spherical capacitors. And we also discussed about the corona discharge, right? So corona discharge, right? Fine. To avoid all these things, so we want bonded energy, so we'll be moving to parallel plate capacitors. Hope it is clear till this point, all of you. If you have any doubts, let me know.